This playthrough is rated M for mature.
It's time to get ourselves explored into the bayou. I'll tell you what. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Sherlock Holmes The Awakened. In the last episode, we finished the asylum, was able to get some information we required, and headed off to New Orleans. I'm going to get ourselves bayou and get ourselves some gumbo. I'll tell you what. Or whatever. I'm not very good at doing French Canadian. But anyway, we're here in New Orleans, and well, let's see what information we can gather from this place. Ooh, let's talk to.
It would be better to turn back.
Yeah, we don't want to leave yet. We've got plenty of things to check out. So.
Good morning, dear. Come to relax?
What is this?
No, thank you, madam.
Is this a pleasure boat or something like that? Maybe. It looks like it. Louisiana nymph. I should do more of my French voice. Parlez-vous français? Yeah, a little bit. But not very much. At least can we actually go inside? Nope. Okay. I mean, I know where I need to check, but I'm just kind of messing around just to see if there's anything to... Let's ruin these two lovebirds. No. Hey. Hey. How's it going? She's a lovely lady. You gonna make out? Yeah, don't mind me. I'm right here. Anyway. Although I'm surprised they actually looked at me. I guess their models have... I guess some of the models have tracking on them, so anyway. Yeah, we're in a whole... Yeah, like this... I think this is the one Sherlock Holmes games where I actually explore quite a huge amount of locations in terms of just where we go. Because I think in any of the other games, there's the... Yeah, for some reason we have the statue back in our inventory again. Yeah, we got like money, broken statue, bills of exchange, box of matches, and a knife. Nope, can't talk to him. Can't talk to anyone. Luggage, look at the town around. Factory, wanted posters. Can't really tell what they are, but I mean they're wanted. Yeah, I can't go in there yet. I guess I need new glasses. It's all blurry around here. Hoo-wee. All guarantee. Sorry, it's been forever. Actually, I've never been to Louisiana myself. It's been forever since I've listened to, like, Cajun, speakers and stuff like that. Mainly from, watching cooking shows and stuff like that. I don't really watch. If I watch anything,
better to turn back.
If I watch anything cooking, it has to be something more to it than just cooking, because otherwise, I don't need to watch a full program about just cooking. Or at least a spectacled one anyway. Oh, someone from the east, huh? Probably here to build the railroads. And that's what happened with a lot of them. A lot of them did build the railroads.
One more step, and your brains will be about as useful as gator bait.
The continent welcomes us with such hospitality, doesn't it?
Beg pardon, my good man. Is the bank closed for some time?
As long as it takes Mr. Blackman to come back from Baton Rouge with more dollars.
You were robbed?
Not hardly. We had a jewel sale.
When might one expect Mr. Blackman to return?
He likely could come back most any day, but he'll be gone 3 days at the least.
Is there anyone else who could shed some light on this transaction? You see, we have come from Europe and are interested in a particular set of precious stones. It may well prove to be this same set your bank sold recently.
I ain't talking, and I don't know nothing about it anyhow.
You're in America when the first thing they do is point a gun at you. That's true. Well, not everywhere, but, that's the joke. Okay. Let's grab the money and talk to him again.
There is one feller. Goes by the name of Champagne. He's Cajun. He knows everything that goes on around these parts. You can most likely find him near a pile of planks at the end of the pier.
Everything has its price in America. Isn't that what they say?
Yeah, if you've got money, people will talk for days. Let's see. French quarters, huh? I'm just seeing where we can interact with. Red, white, and blue stripes. Yep, that's American. And that's Chinese. I assume it's Chinese anyway. I could Could be wrong.
I have no reason to go there.
Okay, I guess we're done. Okay. Yeah, I guess we're supposed to go in there. I didn't realize that sign was there. Okay, call the Cajuns. Oh. Now only one door opens, huh? Okay, the other door open? Nope. Ah! Dog's gonna bark at me. Okay. Just see if there's... That's just the way we came in. We really have to go through this place, huh? Sneaking around and all that. Well, I guess we're not technically sneaking around, but you know. And here's a lot, looks like workers. Let's see. I wonder what they're there's beating on a barrel, huh? John Henry, you ain't. Need a railroad tile for that one. No. Was it remind me of a song? 16 tons and what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. I owe my soul to the company store. Do 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 do. Yeah, pretty much. Actually, if you work at Amazon, that's pretty much the same thing. Yeah, we're just kind of going through all these buildings, huh? Yeah, okay. Ooh, saloon, huh? Are you just hanging there? In the tepid water? Ew. Alright, cool. Drunk guy, so, well, it's 3 o'clock somewhere, am I right? Yeah, looks like some quaint houses on the swamp. Looks like we can't interact with any of those buildings, though. Oh, well. Oh, hello. At least we can talk to someone.
With open arms, Watson?
Napoleon, Lafayette. Don't mind the dogs, they just don't take to the smell of gentle folks, especially foreign ones. So what can old Champagne do for you? How's about some planks for your boat, or maybe a ride in Gator's Bath?
Some other time, perhaps. People say that you know everything that occurs in this area.
Maybe so. Don't care much what them people say. What you want to know?
We are particularly interested in a recent transaction in precious stones. No doubt you are familiar with these events.
For sure that's true. Now that you say it, I reckon I heard of some swap for jewels. I would help you out, but my poor brain's like the train with no coal. What you want me to do? Now there's a bottle of some champagne or this and that. Old Champagne will have a thing or two to say to you.
So you either give him some champagne or you give him a way to get champagne. Well, you know what they say, money talks, so.
Speaking of that, it come to me true. It was a week ago, maybe 2. A butler working for a rich man made himself a jewel trade to Honor and Co. Looks like business to be done fast and with a quiet way. By my foot, the truth is here now.
The name of the employer of this silent partner?
He go by the name Honestson. He from far up the bayou to the east. He got some crazy notions, Hatton. They must be all like that where he come from.
No doubt. One other matter. During the last few days, have you noticed any strange ship movements, especially regarding those taking leave of port late at night?
You did right by old Champagne, so I tell you true. 5 days ago, a ship, she weigh anchor in the middle of the night. She took sail right after a mess of folks brought a lot of boats to meet her and charged on board. These all came from the swamps. Could be toting contraband. Anyway, left for the old world for sure. Old Champagne keeps to his own self. No reason to know nothing more. And advice to you, stay clear. Those that sticks their nose where it don't belong end up feeding the gators round these parts.
We shall consider ourselves duly warned. Good day.
And if you wants to go for a ride in the bayou or something else, old Champagne treats you right. I take dollars, bottles of you-know-what, right?
If he talks, he gets sleeps at the fishes. Hey. Anyway, he must be really bored if he just keeps throwing his knife at a box all day, so...
What do you make of this, Holmes?
Well, I see a good old country boy knows when to tell the truth. Anyway, let's go to the let's go to the pub just to save us a bit of a trip.
Holmes, our bag! Thief! Stop! Thief!
Ah, nuts. All right. Okay. Yep. In America, immediately get mugged. Oh, I guess he... Oh. Okay, that was...
Stop!
There we go. Was that us talking, or...?
I have no reason to go there.
Oh. I guess we were supposed to go through that, right?
There he is.
Okay, we were just going around. Gotcha. Wait. Hold on. I mean, we'll find him eventually. It's just
I have no reason to
okay.
go there.
What? Can we not go through? So is the whole point of that just to? Okay. It's, okay, I'm missing something apparently. Oh. There you go. Okay, apparently I lost track of what I was doing. So maybe you can climb with that. Oh. Okay. For some reason it wasn't highlighting. I was like, wait, hold on.
I have no reason to go there.
Okay. I guess we're going this way. Yeah, I was like, I thought you could click on that, and it wasn't letting me for some reason. I guess I just didn't look in the right way. You know, if he had enough time to set traps to prevent us from chasing after him, should he have just kept going? He probably would have gotten away by now. Okay, maybe you're supposed to jump on it or something like that. Hold on, let me go back. I took so long to... Oh, okay, there it is. Once again, I missed the obvious thing. Good thing there's not a timer on this. Otherwise, you know, we'd fail, but nah. It's just we'll eventually catch him. And he's going through Asia Town. Or Chinatown, whatever. He kind of reminds me of a voodoo, Baron Samedi, or Samedi, or however you pronounce it. Except he doesn't have the skull face paint or whatever it is. Mainly it's because of his top hat. Yeah. Oh, okay. Guess we're just going the long way around. Okay, we automatically did it this time. I mean, I like the music for the chase sequence. Good old-fashioned, local music. Now you guys eating? Alright, well I gotta get my bag, because there's our money in it, you know. Huh. I mean, good thing Holmes isn't a stay-at-home detective or whatever. Whoa! What an amazing action sequence. I'm kind of curious what this looks like in the remastered version of the game.
Stop!
I wonder if Watson's even keeping up with us. It's just assumed he's far behind. Because he's not as athletic, even though he's in the army, but he's let himself go over the years, so he's not as active as he once was, so. I guess it's all straightforward. Hey, you could have stopped your friend. No, they don't give a crap. Why would they stop someone like that? It's so bad. The bag is clipping through the ladder. Oh goodness. That's nothing new. This game does that all the time. Oop. But I guess it doesn't matter. You think at some point he would have just maybe I need to do something. There it is. Whoops. Yeah, I didn't expect a chase sequence in this game, did you, folks? Yeah, the first time I played it too, I wasn't expecting it either, because this game's pretty much like, standard point-and-click stuff. You know, nothing over the top. You know, but in this case, it makes you chase down a thief. Oh, I guess he went back this way. I guess. Ow. There it is. Yeah, we're not gonna be going through that thing. That'd be dangerous. Here we go. I guess it just. Okay, he just ran past those guys. I guess they're just like, eh.
Stop right there, you two. Not a move.
But the thief, he is going to...
Thief? What thief? All I see are two foreigners tearing up my wharf, making a lot of noise. I expect you have some sort of papers proving who you are and what business you have in my parish. I assume you have proof you're here legally.
What? Of course we have papers in our bag. But that villain, he... Well, upon my word, you allowed him to make off with our bag.
What are you insinuating, sir? Are you trying to offend me?
Gentlemen, look here. Calm down, Watson.
But can't you see that...
Watson? So you are Mr. Holmes and Dr. Watson.
Please, spare us the pretense. You know very well who we are.
And a clever fella in the bargain. Listen to me and listen up good, Mr. Holmes and Dr. Watson. You will leave tomorrow morning for Europe on the same ship that brought you here. No need to offload your bags. Just turn around and get back on board. Nothing good will come your way if you ignore my advice. Oh, and one more thing. Without proper papers, you're nothing more than outlaws here in New Orleans. And outlaws end up as gator bait in my parish.
With open arms, was it, Watson?
Holmes, enough.
It seems they were warned of our arrival and waiting for us. Let's find the wealthy side of the city and the house of this Arneson. Come, Watson, time is not our friend. Watson, let's pay a visit to this Arneson.
And it looks like the local law enforcement's involved in whatever's going on, so we are in a bit of danger, and yeah, our bags are gone, so let's go to the French district. Since we're not wanted in this place anymore, so... Okay, so now... Let's see what we can interact with. Let's just leave.
It would be better to turn back.
Anyway. So that was an interesting sequence. Something different, I'll admit. That was awkward. Alright, well, let's,
Ah, Watson, it seems we have arrived at the place. Look there, on the iron door.
now let's go inside then. This is where we need to be, because we have to do this within a day, otherwise, you know.
Looks like no one is here, Holmes.
It's a pity, Watson. This is our only lead. Good morning, miss. Please don't be alarmed. We won't harm you, my dear. What is your name?
Eula, sir.
Lovely. When we arrived here, you were looking through this gate. This is the residence of Mr. Arnson, isn't it? Do you know him?
Yes, sir.
Do you know if he is at home?
Don't rightly know, sir.
Watson,
Come now, don't distress yourself like this. Why all these tears?
Because of my little brother, Davy. He serves with Mr. Arneson, and been more than 5 days since I heard from him.
perhaps he went on a trip with Mr. Arnson.
No, sir. Tain't likely. I serves at the Gallagher's just the other side of the road. If they had left, I would have seen them. Something bad has happened. I can feel it.
But if you were so near, surely your brother would have cried out for help if there had been any real danger.
No, sir. Davy, he ain't like you and me. He's right smart in some ways. But Davy can't talk. Not a word. Besides, most evenings, we visits and sees each other across the stable door. It been more than 5 days since he been there. Oh, sir. I be mighty scared. Something has happened to him. I just knows it.
Miss, take us to this stable. Watson, I think this place is indeed isolated, and therefore quite vulnerable.
There it be. I'm gonna go wait on the road. That way, if my mistress calls for me, I can hear.
Well, Eula seems like a nice lady, and her poor brother seems to be one of the many people that are kidnapped, so hopefully we can find him. But,
It is hardly secure, Watson. Regard the lock. It has a primitive wooden latch, which is also quite flimsy.
yes, we can break it. We have the technology. We have a knife. Whoops. There we go.
Bravo, Holmes.
I am awesome. Alright, anyway, let's go inside. Whoops. Press the wrong button again. Sometimes I'll lose track of the fingers on my keyboard.
Holmes, this horse is dying of thirst. Poor animal.
He has had no water for these past 5 days, Watson.
Unbearable.
Yep, time to turn him into glue. Sorry, buddy. That's usually what happens to horses. They get turned into glue or other such random stuff.
This should prove useful.
Well, how do you know, game? How do you know? Alright, well, anyway. Now we got another teleport thing, so... Yeah, unfortunately we have no water to give to the horse, so he gonna die!
I hope this gate is not locked, because it appears quite formidable. Open!
Open sesame! Yeah.
Now it can't be used for anything.
Are you sure? Because I can interact with it, boy. Alright, wait.
Observe, Watson, these beautiful, well-tended flowers. Someone must care for them.
Oh yeah, otherwise they would have, you know, withered and died or whatever. Tulips usually require some amount of care. Can't just leave them for long periods of time. Let's try the front door. Obvious. Ooh, Mr. Marley.
Closed. Tight.
Tight? Alright. How about loose? No? Closed loose? That's not a thing? Alright, wait. What the? Is that a coon? A raccoon?
Look, Holmes, a raccoon. Come here, you little rascal.
They won't allow us too close, Watson, though the little imps are rather inquisitive by nature.
You gotta be careful with coons, man. They could have rabies or stuff like that. So just you know, keep a lookout, man. So, all right. Ah, it's open. Nice. Let's see. Anything we can interact with here? Ooh, hello. Blood, huh? Well, we'll take that. Check that in a second.
Water.
Ah, but not a drop to drink. Ooh. Could grab all these flowers. Alright, let's grab one of each.
This should prove useful.
Oops, sorry. I pressed the space bar by accident, so.
This should prove useful.
Yeah, if you press like the space bar, you'll skip.
This should prove useful.
You'll skip dialogue, so you have to be careful.
This should prove useful.
Anything else we can grab? I don't know why we're grabbing all these flowers. I guess maybe we're going to make a bouquet for some lovely lady back home. Although apparently, depending on the book, although I think the short story with Irene Adler is not considered canon, at least according to the Arthur Conan Doyle books. But she was like the only female character that like was equal to Holmes in certain cases. But I don't know. I think that was a. I don't know. I think that short story actually wasn't written that well overall. But whatever. Anyway, let's look at the flowers we got. So. Lily, oh, just Melrock. Lily, Peruvian, Lily, and a bluebell. Alright, so that's it for that, so. Alright, let's continue on. Let's examine those footprints before we go inside.
Footsteps. Let's see.
Are they 7 inches or whatever?
Some footsteps or marks. Not clear enough to make out. Let's see if there are others. Blood. However, given the small amount, the wound should be superficial. Wait, this is interesting. There's a trace of mud here.
Okay.
Some footsteps or marks.
Yeah.
Blood. However, given the small amount,
Okay. See any other spots we can examine?
Footsteps. Let's see. Watson, regard the traces in the soil. A body was dragged here recently. Undoubtedly, it was a man of great size. More traces of mud. A person wearing shoes thick with fresh mud entered the garden by this gate. They entered the house and then returned, dragging a body back along the way. This erased some signs of their former movements, but not entirely. Fortunately, I have a particular talent for tracing footsteps. A neglected art indeed.
Yeah, a creepy one. In the artisan's garden, I found several elements which indicated that a person whose footwear was spattered with fresh muck entered the garden by the small gate, proceeded to the house entrance, that dragged the body back to into the opposite direction, and attempted to hide his traces. However, he did not dispose of all the muck and also left several light traces of blood. He probably didn't think anyone was going to search for him if the sheriff's in on this, if he is.
Ah, Holmes! There are thousands of these mosquitoes.
We must turn back, Watson, or we shall be devoured.
I mean, you could survive 1,000 mosquitoes. Yeah, you get a lot of bites, and it would itch for days, but you could survive it. So we're being stalked by mosquitoes. This isn't some, like, magical game where this is, you know, these are deadly mosquitoes. Although they could have malaria and all this. Okay, never mind. It would be dangerous. Never mind. Now I know what diseases mosquitoes could possibly carry, because they grab blood from one thing to another. So who knows what they would be transferring from one bit to the next. So, okay. Anyway, I was just checking something. Yeah, that connects to the other side of the house, so, you know, another door we can open right here, too.
closed, tight.
Oh, okay, never mind. We can't open that one, but we can open this one. All right, let's see what's inside.
What a wretched smell, Holmes.
Quite wretched, Watson. It is the foul stench of death.
Hopefully it's not Davy. Hate to find out that that poor girl find out her brother's dead, you know, so. Probably the kitchen. Ugh.
Watson, hold the basin. I think you know what to do with it.
So we're switching to Watson all of a sudden. What the heck? So, okay. I don't know what you want me to do, so. Oh, right. Fine, I'll go give water to the horse. Yeesh. What does it look like if we're... Can we switch to third person? No, we're just... Never mind. No point. What do we have in our inventory? Just the basin?
Perfect.
Alright, let's see. What's the fastest way? Oops. Oh. Right. I forgot you have to click it every... Well, I don't know if you have to click it every time, but sometimes you have to... It'll reset your, you know, fast trial or fast movement, so you have to click the control cap locks or whatever to unlock it, so... where's the spot? Okay.
Easy now, fellow. Drink up.
Oh. Game.
What could this be doing here?
So he just happened to be landing on the thing. So, on the hammer. Well, you could always use a hammer, I guess. Alright, let's go back to, Holmes. You know, we could have unlocked the front door, but no. Actually, I don't think you could ever unlock the front door, but I could be wrong. Sometimes I forget little details like that. I did it!
Here you are, Watson.
Why did Watson have to do that, though? I guess because it's a menial task? I don't know. Ugh, gross. Yeah, everything's rotted.
Ah, it's a ham. What a delectable aroma. If only I were hungry.
Why would you want to, Why would you want to... It's got stuff on it. You know, bugs and stuff. Anyway. I think he's joking. What do you think, viewers? Are you joking, Mr. Watson? Or Mr. Holmes? What is that supposed to be anyway? Potato peelings? I guess it is potato peelings. Ugh, cockroaches. You hate them, don't you, viewers? I know I do. Okay, well, anyway. Yep. Now we can teleport to this part of the house. Alright, let's see what's in here.
Curious. There are some muds that appears to have come from underneath the bed.
Okay. Ooh. Oh, there's someone's clothes. Is he running around in the nude? Oh, okay.
These clothes belong to a servant, and judging from their size, he is a small man.
Perhaps Davy. Let's see, it looks like, a Indian mystic or something like that. We already talked to someone like that, though. I guess this guy believed in Hindu stuff. Look at that. I think that's supposed to be Vishnu. I could be wrong, though.
Anson, with his servant, no doubt.
Oh, maybe this isn't Davy. Maybe this is someone else.
Yes, there is something here. Yes, there is something here.
Right. So, well, let's see. Anything else we can check? I guess,
Yes, there is something here.
Well, let me, okay. Let me switch, items. Alright. Well, let me go back. I'll come back in a second. Oh, hello. Out of my way, Watson. Here's that muck footprints again.
What's this? Someone placed their hand near this footstep. Judging by the size of the fingers, it seems to be a youth. Why would they lean down here? Of course, to pick something up.
Ah, I see. Okay. Which leads to here. Let's use the knife on this. A ruby.
A stone of small size, but of splendid color. It seems to have no flaws, and I doubt that it originated in the American continent.
Yeah, I don't know if rubies aren't natural, not natural occurring here. So let's see. Get out of my way, Watson. Yeah.
Blood.
I hope it ain't Chris's blood.
These footsteps indicate a person of small stature, and the fact that they are so closely set suggests they made their way with great stealth.
Well, apparently not that great of stealth.
This blood on the ground came from a deep wound. I cannot budge the handle. They must have lodged something behind it to hold fast the door. Shh, Watson, listen. Whoever you are, open up. We mean you no harm. Open the door for God's sake. It's a matter of life or death.
This is useless, Holmes.
Watson, your sensibility is appreciated. We shall come back later.
Okay. Later? Well, I mean, sometime. Whoa! It's a dead body here. Let's poke it with a stick.
Watson, what do you make of this?
What a horrific sight. It has lain here for at least a week.
On the contrary, Watson, once again you see, but fail to observe. The warmth of the local climate and the exceptional humidity undoubtedly sped up the rate of decomposition. Based upon my calculations, the body has been here for 5 days.
Fascinating, Holmes. Fascinating. Ew. Hey, he's got a black nail. Huh. Did he bruise it or something?
Let's examine the hands. They are calloused, with traces of dirt under the nails. This would be the gardener, no doubt.
Oh, that makes sense. I think that's the only thing.
Let's examine the hands. They are calloused, with traces of dirt under the nails. This would be the gardener, no doubt.
I guess that's it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you got... What happened to him anyway? Like, I mean, we know he died, but like, did he get a throat slit or whatever? Nice bear rug, though.
This must be Anson. He appears fond of cigars.
And hunting. Likes killing bear. He killed him a bar when he was only 3.
Papers were burned, and great care was taken to destroy everything of any value to our case. We will find nothing further in this place.
Yeah. Sorry to hear that.
They killed the man who was sitting there, and the trail of blood begins here. So this would be the body they dragged through the gate.
Huh.
Blood!
I guess they struck him with a candlestick from behind. It was a candlestick with Colonel Mustard in the lounge.
Interesting. The person who sat here was fond of cigars.
Arneson, I believe. Or at least that's what we assume, but in detective work you can't really assume that type of stuff now, can you?
The person was struck with a sharp object as they entered. You can see the trail of blood that continues past the staircase.
I see. Anything over here? Ooh.
Champagne. Maybe this will satisfy that old man of the same name.
Yeah, we can definitely go back and give that to him later, as soon as we, let's see, trying to think if there's anything else that we missed. I already checked that. Or if we can go through that. There's the blood connection here.
The body was dragged from behind this door.
Okay. And that leads back into the kitchen.
Closed. Tight.
It doesn't have a lock. Can we just unlock it, or is it one of those things back in the day where you could only unlock it via key or something like that? Maybe. Okay. Well, before we do anything else, let's go upstairs before we try to open that one door. See what's around here. Looks like they never went upstairs because there's no footprints. So that's like quite a few things to check here. So let's get started. Dear Mr. Arneson, it was a rare pleasure to encounter your extraordinary altruistic attitude towards your employee, young Davy. Few could have made the effort to discover the truth of his affliction, and most would have discharged this boy from their services without hesitation. It's fortunate that Dr. Gallagher, whose expertise in this matter is also your neighbor. Without his intervention, it's doubtful we would have been introduced, and then we would not have had the answers about this young man that you have been seeking. First, I'll tell you that Davy's problems are psychological rather than physical. As you have already noticed, he hears and understands perfectly well. A medical examination also revealed that his vocal organs are unimpaired. The final diagnosis is that a psychological trauma or a mental blockage is what prevents him from speaking. As for your anecdote concerning the coins and the discovery of the incredible talent that this young man seems to have for figures, it reminds me of a similar child prodigy cases. I have requested their files from my colleagues and hope to learn more. All I can say now is that your employee has a phenomenal memory for figures, and that an adapted teaching program could enable him to exploit this talent further and benefit his community. Best regards, P.H.L. Lakofka? Maybe? It's hard to say. So, Davy has a similar ability like, what was it, Wolf, I think it was? That also, or not Wolf, Wolf. He was good with numbers too. Or no, it was the guy who's mute. Actually, so he was mute, Davy was mute. Huh.
This metal tube is approximately 40 centimeters in length and 18 in diameter. It bears a small tag which reads, "This one without defect. My sincere apologies, E. Otis."
What the devil are you doing, Holmes?
Well, we're picking up metal tubes, apparently. Yeah, metal tube. All right. Giant carbon rod. It's the best thing ever. Player's Corner. In order to wind up this unique watch, you need to find the figures corresponding to those of the clock. According to the same logic, 2 digits are already marked to help you figure out what method to use. Good luck. Solutions on the last page. And there's a 4 on the 10 and 2 on a 7. Huh. And then 3 at the 9 and 2 at the 3. Interesting.
A newspaper from 5 days ago. Someone has torn the last page. Well, it seems Arneson tried his hand at a small riddle in this newspaper. How strange. He does not seem the type to take interest in mathematical conundrums.
Holmes! Here!
It's probably Davy. Secret safe in the wall. Classic. We'll do that here in a second, though. Fantastic Hunt Tales by Dr. Niles. Or much more, of course, is an African swallow. It's a European or African swallow. I don't know that. But our most disturbing tale about wild creatures of the marshes and swamps come from Louisiana, near the city of New Orleans. Frightening events have plagued the region in recent history. At the time this book was put to press, rumors about mysterious disappearances, discoveries of mutilated bodies, and a fearsome beast of the swamp continued to haunt the poorer quarters and dockyards of the city. Our story begins 15 years ago when a noted citizen of New Orleans contacted a world-renowned hunter known as Ward. This gentleman, who wished to remain anonymous, retained Ward to track and kill a beast that was terrorizing his workers. These freedmen worked in the fishery and lived in infamous wooden shacks built along the outer banks of the swamp. Over the last year or more, there were mounting numbers of unexplained disappearances and death, which happened with alarming regularity, particularly at the high tide. His men report finding mutilated and half-eaten bodies of men floating out from the swamp. And even more alarming, young women had also been mysteriously disappearing. At first he appealed to the local authorities, but was met with indifference. They blamed these individual incidents on his own hired men who lived beside the swamp. The local constabularies reasoned that the people originated in Africa, where sacrificial rites involving young virgins were common. As for the fate of men found dead, they argued this was most certainly the work of alligators, which filled the swamp. Possible. Our good citizens thought this highly unlikely, as the area was teeming with game. He knew from personal experience that alligators rarely attack humans when fish and natural food are readily available. He also rejected the notion that sacrificial rites were involved. Had that been the case, his men would not have asked for his help. It could have handled the matter themselves. Ward was told the workers usually disappeared while dredging for crayfish. As far as was known, 12 girls had disappeared recently, and no less than 7 young men had been found dead. The workers now refusing to enter the swamp, even to withdraw their gear. Adding to the tensions were rumors of a grotesque and scaly silhouette seen by a fisherman in the distant fog. Ward is offered a large sum to hunt down the presumed beast and return it to the man's hired workers so that they could return to fishing for crayfish and forget about their complaints. Ward accepted the commission, cleaned his weapon, and hired a local guide who knew the swamp. They left on a boat that very same day. For the next 2 days, they searched the swamp, leaving early in the morning and coming back late at night. One evening, Ward came back anxious and excited. He said they discovered a trail deep in the, and then you see a guy with like either tentacles or seaweed or whatever on them, swamp. He and his guide heard something that initially sounded like singing, but dreadful, guttural, and discordant voices. Ward explained that it might have been the mating call of a bull alligator or some other large reptile. He promised to go there first thing in the morning and return with his head. They left at dawn, and later gunshots were heard from the depths of the swamp. The evening came and went with no sign of Ward or his guide, nor were they seen the next day and into the next weeks. However, the strange disappearances and deaths ended. People speculated that Ward and his guide and the beast had killed each other in some ferocious battle. Then, some months later, an extraordinary thing occurred. A fisherman discovered what appeared to be a white man caught in quicksand. The man, upon discovery, shouted with panic and attempted to escape. The fisherman was forced to stun him with an oar in order to bring him back. The man had moss, seaweed, and muck, all teeming with vermin covering his gaunt frame. His features were buried under a thick beard and wild tangle of hair. Despite his appearance, which was barely human, some people claimed they recognized Ward's eagle eyes. He was also naked. His teeth were strangely sharpened, and his eyes were feverish and barely able to focus. Worst of all were the terrible, strange scars that covered his entire body. Their symmetry resembled the work of some deranged artist or madman. Though many thought that the opposite, the authorities decided that Ward had inflicted these marks upon himself and locked himself in a cell, saying he must surely be insane. After doctors examined him, he is officially judged to be mad and sent to the mental hospital in Baton Rouge. Therefore, there he remained locked up until the end of his short life. He spent the last few months of his life there, eating only raw fish and screaming to all who could hear that they had saved him. He cried out that he was the old one with them, and he spoke to them in a dream, and his awakening was soon to come. Another historical tale, even more disturbing, comes to us from the British moors, where a white rabbit, and that's it.
This book has been read often. Tales of Fantastic Hunts by D. Niles.
I wonder if that has something to do with our situation. Flora and fauna of Louisiana. Because the alligators are not the most fearsome predators according to visitors, all agree that mosquitoes are the worst enemy of man in Louisiana to everyone. No one knows how many different varieties of mosquitoes haunt the surrounding swamps and lowlands, but the most common are hemoptophages. Attracted by mammals' body warmth, the smell of blood from wounds or sweat, they can swarm in clouds of several thousand and attack their targets with the same effectiveness as a school of piranha. Look for and fauna of the Amazon. Every year they cause numerous deaths among cattle. Fortunately, deaths among people are rare. The natives shared with us some of their local recipes to avoid this plague. The most efficient and common method consists of applying some lemon juice. The aroma repels these menacing insects. The simple presence of the lemon tree in front of a window is enough to dissuade them from entering that place. A more audacious and solution consists of carrying several toads on your person in a conspicuous manner. These amphibians are very effective. Wait. Oh, this is the second page. Okay. Page 54 on this one. Though the behavior of the raccoon in Louisiana is very similar to his brothers from the forests of the East Coast, there are a few differences. There are many unique predators of the raccoon in the wilds of Louisiana, notably certain kinds of aquatic snakes. Because of this, raccoons of the region take their meals in the nest, usually placed in the branches of a tree or at any height, which is easily approachable by the raccoon. Well known for its agility, but also out of easy reach of their enemies. Carrion is a main part of their diet, particularly if speaking of a female with small kits. Her need for additional protein to sustain her milk production makes carrion a particularly good source of food.
Ah, a book on the fauna and flora of Louisiana.
Okay. Let's see. Anything else we can check? I mean, yeah, we got the obvious one, but...
Very interesting.
And we got a little puzzle here, so... We'll come back to that later. So, keep that in mind. Ooh, there's the lemon tree. I guess that's why they're not in the house. I guess it works.
This should prove useful.
Just grab the whole tree. Just put it in your pants.
Closed. Tight.
Just put it in your pants, Mr. Holmes. Okay, I think we've grabbed everything we can in this place. Like, just in the house in general. Okay. Let's see. So, to solve this puzzle...
Very interesting.
We need to... Basically, we need to solve the clock puzzle. So, let's take a look at that again really quick. Okay, so... Okay, so the way this works, see if I remember correctly how to actually solve this solution for let's see, the way you're supposed to solve this, I believe, is the numbers on the thing there. So let's see. So we're trying to figure out the top row of these solutions. So if the 3 is there, I think this is a standard number puzzle if I remember correctly. So 9 could be divided by 1, 3, and 9. So we put a 9 there. But then there's a 2 there for 3, which means that has a different solution to it. Okay. So, see, and then 4. I can't because the 4... Maybe it's because it's on the other side, so... But no, that wouldn't make sense for the other one, so... Okay. I'm trying to remember how to, like, really explain this puzzle specifically, like, the way you're supposed to figure it out. I mean, I have the solution. I'm just trying to remember how you're supposed to figure it out. Because you think it has to do with, like, the numbers, like, across, so you think that that's the 2, but then the 7 would go there. But that doesn't work in this case, for example. That's what throws you off for a bit. Yeah, I'll admit, I don't actually, no, I think, whoops. Well, I'll tell you what the solution is, but, yeah, I don't remember what type of, dang it. Alright, let's see, 2, there we go. 4, oh, okay, it depends on which side you're hitting it on, is when it goes one or the other. Or not. Okay, whatever. Yep. I was about to say, it wouldn't let me hit that for some reason, so... Oh, I passed it.
Nothing can stop an inventive and logical mind.
So yeah, top row is 1, 2, 2, 3. Middle row 2, 4, 2, 4. And the bottom row is 3, 4, 2, 6. Yeah, I guess figuring out the bottom number has something to do with this line, because it has a, let's see, 3, 4, the 2, but then I have a 6 there. See, and there's a 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't really know how to really explain this. I'm not good at that type of puzzle. I forgot how I figured it out a long time ago when I first played this. I don't think I looked online. I think I must have been better with those puzzles, or I was aware of what it was as a kid. Let's see, what does it say here? 2 digits are already marked to help you figure out what method to use. Huh. Yeah, I don't know, viewers. I'll have to look that up later. Maybe I can explain it better. Because I hate having a puzzle and doing it for you guys. I mean, the game tells you how to do it via that, but I don't know how to explain it to you because I'm not that good at puzzles, to tell you the truth. So, but anyway, let's grab this key.
Bah, it's only an air pistol. I would be hard-pressed to shoot a nestling from a branch with this weapon. Besides, it's not even loaded.
No. But
Bah,
I
it's
want
only
to
an
take
air
it. It's a
pistol.
gun. I don't
I
care
would
if
be
it's an air
hard-pressed.
gun or whatever. Alright, fine. Okay, what's this? Is this probably key to like a safe or something like that, maybe? I don't know. Okay. Let's go back to the trophy room. Actually, can I go there on the map? Yeah, not I mean, it's not really that far of a look. Haha.
Watson, that shouting. Something is happening.
This must have come from the stables, Holmes.
Okay, well, never mind. Let's go to the stables really quick. Quickly now. Andale, arriba. I'm probably going the long way around, but it doesn't matter. Didn't sound like Eula. Maybe it is Eula, but sounds like some lady.
They've bolted the door. There's no time for anything else. We must force it open. Quickly, Watson. We must find something to serve as a battering ram.
We must act quickly, Holmes.
Well, we got enough time, but still.
This must have come from the stables, Holmes.
Yeah, let's use this.
Watson, this can serve as a ram to take down the door.
Alright, let's equip the wooden log.
Watson, tend to her.
Holmes, hold on. There is a message pinned to this unhappy woman.
Jeez, they were gonna friggin' hang her, dude. Lynching. Well, unfortunately, that was a thing back then. Ugh. Yeah, lynching where you'd like hang someone just from a tree because the group of people just like they just want to kill you, and usually depending on where you were, you could get away with it, or who you are, that type of thing. Yeah, every country has its nasty history, and my country is no exception to that. Do you think that in this city the life of one English detective is worth more than that of a black midservant? Final warning, Mr. Holmes. They know we're coming for him.
Holmes, she is still in shock. I must stay with her.
Well, someone grabbed her and tried to hang her, so yeah, I'd be kind of a shock too, at least for a little bit, so. Alright, well, we'll let Watson deal with that, so.
Holmes?
Okay.
We would do best to divide our forces and meet up later.
Alright. It's kind of creepy just she's staring at us because of like face tracking. Anyway, alright, we'll let Watson. He is the doctor, so we'll let him take care of that, so. Man. Talk about a scary moment. But yeah, they're trying to scare us because of we're getting too close. Why would they be afraid of us? It's not like, we're just some English detective. We're here to just look at the mystery. We don't even care about the actual. Well, I guess we do want to save lives to an extent, but for Holmes, it's all about solving the mystery. Bar, war, over thar.
Yes, there is something here.
Huh. Is he repelled? Man, this guy probably went all. Ooh, look at this gator here. Caught me a gator. Oh man, the dangerous iguana. Ooh. Or that could be a Komodo dragon. I'm not sure. Huh. Pumbaa.
This picture is sinister.
Are you talking about the creature itself? It does look a little bit different than what. But there's Pumbaa. Where's Timon? I don't know.
Yes, there is something here.
Something there? Yep. Thanks for pointing that out, Mr. Holmes.
Ingenious. Standing on the stone activates some mechanism.
So we have to put something heavy on it, huh? Okay. Ooh.
What is inscribed here? My best trophy. A strange hunter, this Arnson.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, my best trophy. Yeah, goat? Really? Huh. If you say so. No, nothing there. Does that take us to the balcony? I thought that was locked, or am I misremembering? Huh. Oh, well, anyway. Man, he's just killing everything, man. If animals could speak or hear, they would call him a mass murderer.
Arnson should be in these pictures.
It's like someone with like a wheel, like one of those ferry wheels. Not ferry wheels, whatever.
A lovely piece. I must say it's the highlight of this exhibition, but I dare say it shall prove useful.
Picture of a bear. Let's see, what's this? A horn, huh? Sound of the Rafferty. Caca, caca. I wonder if I can.
Yes, there is something here.
No, that's not. Let's see. Oh. Hello. What's that?
Surely there is something behind this fresco. This hole must be part of some mechanism.
Oh, it's a hole. What a hole. Alright, let's use the metal tube on that.
Surely there is something
Oh.
behind this fresco. This hole must be part of some mechanism.
Or maybe not. Oh, here we go. This is it.
Strange drawing. It says, only the best gunmen earn the finest arms.
Only the best gunmen earn the finest arms. Huh. Well, okay. Interesting.
It says,
Oh, whoops.
only the best...
Didn't mean to click that again, so... Alright. Let's see. We already checked you out. Huh. See what else we can... Is that anything
Surely
different?
there is something
Okay,
behind...
never mind. Okay, we already checked that part.
Ingenious. Standing on the stone activates some mechanism.
Okay. Well, let's use, I guess we've checked everything. Alright, let's use that horn. Yeah, you can tell that, see the horn's missing. So. Oh. What the? Wait, is that woman from the boat?
This Arnson has a good sense of humor. He and this girl should be very close. Perhaps she has some information.
Yeah, we'll have to check with her. I think that's it.
Surely there is something behind
I
this.
don't know. I guess it's that tube thing there, so. Alright, I guess we're... Let's see. Oh, wait. Okay. Let's see. Before that, I forgot we were... what do we have that's heavy? Lemon tree? Maybe now we can check that?
Surely there is
Nope.
something behind this fresco.
Okay. So we could put the lemon tree on it, so...
It says...
Okay. Nope, sorry. Let's see. Ooh, okay. Out of there.
Nothing can stop an inventive and logical mind.
Yeah, we just had to push a lot of switches and everything like that, so... Haha.
It is possible to take down an elephant with one shot using these weapons. Unfortunately, the metal grid is too solid to break through.
Yeah, elephant guts, man. Those things pack a punch. Well, I mean, they're meant to kill elephants. Unfortunately, a lot of elephants have gotten killed just for the ivory, and that's it. They don't even use the rest of the animal. It's a sad state indeed. Is that woman again?
The same woman seen in the trophy photograph.
What is her relationship with Arneson? To my darling, Errol? Carol? No, it says Errol there, isn't it? This bouquet will forever be the true symbol of our love, Lucy. Oh, they were lovers. Okay. Ashmat tries to meet and make friends with these men who are strangers to our language, mainly Chinese, Indians of various tribes and those of Africa. He says he intends to teach them the language, and thanks to these skills, they may find other work. But where? Colin heard him speak with a stranger at the gate. Colin has a decent memory, a good ear for a gardener. Here's what he heard and could recall. Search for Old Sam's racks, pass in front of the Demon Rock, take a left in front of the jellyfish. They will not be hungry that night. Sing high the call with strength, so they will know you. A fisherman told me that he was often out alone in the swamp late in the evening. That's why he has such a nasty appearance, and he is never there in the morning. There's something of a great importance in the swamp, I am sure of it. I should not have spoken to the sheriff. Since then, Ashman has become distant and wary. I am done with his impudence. If he does not come forward with what I need to know, then I shall confront him this evening. By God, with that scoundrel will tell me everything he knows, or I shall throw him out of the doors and report him to the authorities.
How dreary, the swamp. We must hold fast, as it is imperative that we go there tonight. Everything in good time. First, I must find Watson.
Oh, well, let's grab this first, though. Northwood Agency, Boston, August 25th, 1894. Dear Sir, it was with great surprise and interest I received your letter. It would seem that link between your employee and the affair which commands us is not accidental. First of all, before answering your questions, I must implore you to avoid any risk in the steps you take to assist us. The greater the sums involved, the less scruples criminals maintain. And such men are capable of pity and are most ruthless, and as you know, according to our client, the amount involved is considerable. I contacted our client and submitted your proposal, which she accepted unconditionally, as you already know. Don't you hate when people say as you already know? Then why would you write that? The restitution of the stolen goods is not our only goal. Our agency would add a substantial bonus to the authorized sum should your efforts prove to the deciding factor in the resolution of this case. Unfortunately, the agent in charge of this case, whom you have met, is presently in Europe. Rest assured, he will contact you immediately upon his return. If anything of importance occurs in the meantime, please contact me directly without delay. Sincerely yours, E. Spears, Director of the Northwood Agency.
Very interesting.
I was about to say the same thing. But, okay.
Nice lemons.
That sounds like a, not an insult, but sounds like something, oh, what's the word? Are you sure I can't take any?
Nice lemons.
Let's see. I'm trying to think what else, okay, well, anyway. I guess let's go talk to Watson since he told us otherwise, so.
Perhaps it is time to take care of this young man. Everything in good time. First, I must find Watson.
Must be that's probably Davy, I bet. But yeah, let's go back outside. Because it looked like Davy anyway. I mean, I could be wrong. Could be another, another deaf kid, in the area, but I severely doubt it. Or deaf, I'm mute. I mean, oh, she's okay. Whew.
Watson, read this. It sheds light on a dark and sinister enterprise.
Yeah, that's what we just read, so.
Arneson was in contact with the Northwood Agency. He wanted to inform them about the activities of Ashmat. But why?
Because his servant was secretly selling the same stolen jewelry sought by this agency. How is she, Watson?
It will be difficult for her to speak for some time. She had a narrow escape.
Can she walk?
Yes, but why?
Come with me. Your brother is behind this door, miss. He is wounded, but only superficially. It is extremely urgent that he opens this door. Can you call to him? Perhaps it will draw him out.
David. David.
Young man, I know that you can hear and understand me. We are here at the request of your sister, who is with us now. She is very worried about you, and rightly so. The man with me is a doctor. He is going to look at your wound and ease your suffering. Please come out. Everything will be all right.
Open the door, Davy. These gentlemen talk true. Come on now. Open up the door for Eula.
Miss, you should go and get some food for your brother. He must be very hungry. Have you finished, Watson?
Well, yes.
Very well. Please understand, my young lad, and you too, Miss Eula. We are here to solve an affair that risks many people's lives. Furthermore, we have very short time to save them. As for you, young man, you know some very important things. You must tell us everything and leave nothing out.
But what are you going...
Listen to me. I will tell you a story. Davy, 5 days ago, at night, you were woken up by noises from the dining room. First, you heard the voice of the gardener, and then a loud blow to the floor. You got up and took the candle, which was lit. Then you went to the dining room. On your way, you found something on the floor and picked it up. It was likely a piece of paper. Afterwards, you went to the door of the dining room and saw the dead body of Colin the gardener soaking in a pool of blood. You also saw Ashmat, the other servant, dragging Mr. Arneson, who seemed dead, towards the door. Ashmat saw you, struck at you with his knife, and caught you in the arm. Seeing that this blow had not killed you, he raised his knife to strike again and eliminate the only witness to his heinous crime. But something stayed his hand. The item you picked up was far more important. He paused to snatch it up, giving you time to run away and barricade yourself in your room.
But if you were there, why didn't you do anything?
Mr. Holmes was not there, miss. But if he tells you that things have happened in such a way, you should believe him without any doubt.
Then you are a kind of hoodoo man.
In some way.
David, do this man tell it true? Is this what happened? The good man saved us both. Do what he tells you, Davy.
Listen to your sister, young man. Now, Davy, can you recall what was on that piece of paper? Think hard now. Watson, your notebook. Be attentive to everything he draws and copy it down exactly.
Uh, 687954312 214679839 34217588123 654 64619 453 5972 486 1337 5892 1482 974 365 9675 248 1982 56371. Whoo boy, and an up arrow.
Holmes, can we trust these figures and make sense of them? I mean to say, consider this boy's affliction.
Ah, this boy. A strange one, isn't he? Watson, let's escort him and his sister to her employer.
This be the Gallagher's place. Thanks, misters.
Miss Euler, we should be thanking you. Now, take good care of your brother. Watson, we must move quickly. The enemy is close at hand, and there's another place we've yet to examine.
Yeah, but what stands in our way is a bunch of mosquitoes. Will we be able to defeat the mosquitoes to continue onward? What awaits us in this town? Do we have to deal with the sheriff? Can we get by in one day without our papers? We'll find out next time in the next episode of Sherlock Holmes the Awakened. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.